Welcome to Timeless Voyager, where we step into worlds that came before us. Before emperors, before legends, before marble statues became museum pieces, this was a living, breathing machine of a city. Over 1 million people packed into a space with no electricity, no engines, no modern plumbing, and somehow it worked. Barely. Rome wakes early, not because people are disciplined, but because the city is loud. Carts grind over stone streets, vendors shout, animals scream, neighbors argue through thin walls. Silence here is rare and luxury. Most Romans don't live in grand villas. They live in insulae, towering apartment blocks made of wood and cheap brick. Some reach 6 or 7 stories high, which is wild when you remember there are no elevators and very questionable safety standards.
Fire, collapse, constant risks. But rent is cheap, and proximity matters more than comfort. Now here's the first thing people get wrong about Rome. This city does not smell good. There's no sewer for most streets. Waste gets dumped out windows. Animals roam freely. Public toilets exist, but they're communal, with no privacy, and a shared sponge instead of toilet paper. Let that sink in. And yet, Rome is advanced, shockingly so. Fresh water flows into the city through aqueducts, sometimes from over 50 kilometers away. Massive stone arteries feeding fountains, baths, and homes of the wealthy. Clean water is everywhere. Waste removal? Not so much. That contradiction defines Rome. And this is the part nobody expects. Rome was both filthy and incredibly sophisticated at the same time. Now, walk the streets. Every inch is commercial. Shops open directly onto the road. Bakers, butchers, metal workers, cloth sellers, all working in public view. No back of house. Life happens right in front of you.
Money changes hands constantly.
I'll pay you 10 coins for that whole leg. Take it or leave it.
Roman coins aren't just currency, they're propaganda. The emperor's face is everywhere.
Panis calidus, 5 sesterti.
Vasa optima, 3 prodecem.
You literally carry state power in your pocket. And class? It's unavoidable. You can tell someone's status instantly by clothing, posture, and who walks behind them. If someone has slaves following them, that's status. If they are the one carrying things, different story. Slavery isn't rare here. It's foundational. Rome runs on enslaved labor. Construction, households, education, administration. Some slaves are highly educated. Others die in mines. Freedom is possible, but never guaranteed. Now we reach the heart of it all, the Forum. This isn't just a plaza, it's the brain of the empire. Politics, religion, business, gossip, everything collides here. Senators argue loudly in public. Lawyers perform more than they litigate.
To the people, not to the few.
Philosophers debate anyone willing to listen, and crowds gather just for the drama. Romans love drama. And here's the crazy part. Most Romans never vote, but they still feel deeply involved in politics. Why? Because speeches are public, trials are public, punishment is public. Power is something you watch, not something you quietly accept.
Consider the nature of virtue. Is it a trait one is born with, or something acquired through rigorous practice? Behold the avenue of sphinxes, leading to the great pylon.
Religion blends into daily life seamlessly. Shrines sit on street corners. Offerings are quick, practical, not emotional. Romans don't ask gods for love or forgiveness. They ask for results. Good harvest, safe travel, win that lawsuit, transactional faith. Now, by midday, the city slows, not because work stops, but because heat takes over. That's when people head to the baths. And no, baths are not just for washing. They're gyms, libraries, networking hubs, social media, basically. Everyone goes, rich, poor, citizen, freedman. You hear gossip before it's official news. Deals are made while sweating. Arguments are settled over cold plunges. Baths are one of the few places where Rome actually feels equal. If you wanted to know what Rome was really thinking, you didn't go to the Senate, you went to the baths. Food is simple. Bread, olives, cheese, wine, everywhere. Meat is expensive. Most people eat standing up at street taverns called thermopolia. No menus. You eat what's hot. Wine is usually watered down. Drinking it straight is considered uncivilized, basically barbarian behavior.
My friend, enjoy.
Afternoons stretch long. Streets start to thin out. This is when entertainment kicks in. Gladiator games, races, street performers. Rome believes boredom is dangerous. Keep the population fed and entertained, and rebellion stays quiet. That's not a joke, it's policy. And yet most Romans will never see the emperor in person. They know him through statues, coins, announcements, and rumors. He's distant, almost mythic. Rome feels eternal, like it was always here and always will be. And that's the illusion. Every Roman believes their city is unbreakable. When evening comes, oil lamps flicker and streets glow softly. Families gather in cramped rooms, neighbors shout through walls. Rome never truly sleeps, but it does soften. From above, the city looks calm. From inside, it's still loud, crowded, alive. This is Rome in the 1st century. Not marble ruins, not history books. A city held together by habit, power, noise, and belief. And for one ordinary day, you lived inside it.